Mamdani's mayoral victory is a remarkable and historic feat. It's one of the few instances of democracy in the United States history. I say this because, time and again, Americans vote for politicians who go on to represent the interests not of the common people, but rather the capitalist elites and their corporations. During Mamdani's election, we saw the immense opposition Zohran had to face from said capitalist elites. But his win doesn't mean that their opposition is going to cease. If anything, it's going to intensify and it will be directed towards halting his various political projects and ensuring he becomes a political failure. And so New York has become a battleground, so to speak, where on one side we have these capitalist elites, on the other side we have Mamdani and his supporters. So if Mamdani manages to fulfill his socialist political promises, I believe it will change how Americans think, and it will embolden their political will to push for socialism, which they have been brainwashed into seen as an evil thing. Like socialism and communism is essentially synonymous in the vocabulary of the average American. And so this is by no means an easy feat, but I believe that if Mamdani actually manages to better New York and have a political success in this endeavor, it will truly change how many Americans think. And if this happens, and the American psyche shifts towards socialism, then I believe by the next presidential elections, which will be in 2029, we might see the first instance of an actual democratic process where Americans push for socialism. And so the stakes are very high. And New York is not just any random city. It's critical in the history of humanity, I might even say. The stakes are high. And so it's the responsibility of Americans and New Yorkers especially to stand with Mamdani and support him and help him fight this war against capitalist oligarchy. And so, yeah, if you are a New Yorker, understand that you have an immense responsibility and influence of how things might go in the future. So please do everything you can to ensure that New York is a good city and that Mamdani is not only perceived, that he actually succeeds in his endeavor. Yeah, we might see, this, like how I see it is, Mamdani's win is an opportunity, and it's a small first step towards a remarkable future, but very much an uncertain future. So yeah, please, if you are a New Yorker, if you are an American, support Mamdani in any way, shape, or form you can. Goodbye.